Good morning. Happy Sunday. Oh my goodness, we are halfway through January. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Energize Live. We have not been together for a while. Just you and me in the shake bar making some Energize. So I thought we would just hang out for a minute. Well, I haven't made my Energize yet. I can make it on stories, but why not hang out together and make it together? So we haven't been on here live for a little while. So if you are new to the Energize Live community, first of all, welcome. Secondly, you need to get yourself some Energize. And Energize is my morning cocktail for focus, for clarity. It's the trigger for the rest of my morning routine. And yes, on Sunday mornings, it happens a little bit later. Yes, I slept later this morning. Listen, y'all, I did this incredible business intensive. Well, I just have been on this journey, this growth journey, this leadership journey, this shedding journey. We've all been on this sort of journey for the past couple of years, yes? And last week I did a deep dive mindset and business intensive, and my brain was like, "Rrr." And if you are anything like me, like I just can't shut it down. Like I can't just take a rest day and not think about my goals and my dreams and the stuff that I want to do. So I was working and I was doing all the things. And then last night I took some last thing and I slept, and it was the best thing for my brain, because this morning I'm like, let's freaking go. So I am making some Energize. I don't even have my ice over here. I'm making some Energize. I'm going to go get a little workout in. I have a plethora of emails that I must respond to. So lots happening today. First, we are making, this is my morning cocktail for energy, for focus, for clarity. This is the trigger to my morning routine. And I do want to give you a little pro tip. First, I'm going to get some ice, and tell me, please, wherever you are, tell me what your weather's like. I just think that's kind of a fun, I just love knowing where we're coming from all over the world. Tell me what your weather's like, what's happening in your world. I'm going to grab some ice, and then we're going to talk about that. And then I have a pro tip for you. We're dropping ice everywhere. And I also have an announcement, and I hadn't really thought about when I was going to announce it, but I think today's just going to be the day. Today's going to be the day. So if you happen to be live on Energize Live, or you watch the replay a little bit later, you're going to be first to hear it. It's dark and okay, because Seattle's on Pacific time, right? So it's 6:47 a.m. in Seattle. Cloudy and 30, cool and sunny. That's what it is here too, Steph. It is, let's just see. It is, the sky's gorgeous. It is 44 obnoxious degrees here in Windermere, Florida. I think that's totally unacceptable. It's 44 degrees, but the sky is the most gorgeous blue, and the sun is brightly shining, and it is supposed to be back to 80 by Thursday, so I'm not trying to complain too much. But do I have my space heater already in my gym? Yes, I do. Yes, I absolutely do. My space heater is going in my gym. It's been going for a little while, because if I'm going out there, I need it to be a little bit warmer. Brenda, I don't know what a Chinook is. Did I say that correctly? I don't know what that is, so please tell us what that is. Cold and sunny. So a lot of cold and sunny. Oh, except I was going to say a lot of cold and sunny, and then I got to Maine and wet, dreary, icy 24 degrees. I'm telling you, Crystal, I can't with that anymore. My good friend Dan was here last week, and we were doing some photos and things like that, and then he went back to Indiana. He sent me a picture of it when he went back. He's like, this is some BS. I'm like, I know, I couldn't do it anymore, and life's too short. Truly, life is too short to be somewhere that you don't love and that you're depressed or unhappy all the time. And I just got to the point where I'm like, I'm not doing it anymore. So we got NTL London. So we have someone in London joining us, and it is 2:47 p.m. in London. That's amazing. My daughters are doing a sister trip this summer. I think London is one of the places that are going, but don't quote me on that. I know Paris, and I think Ireland. I think Paris and Ireland they are going to. I don't know about London. They're doing a sister trip. How cool is that? A sister trip this summer. So, okay, I'm just going through. 33, but feels like 24. I'm sorry. And it's sunny in London. Well, listen, that's rare, isn't it? Because it can rain there a lot. Okay, let's make this energized. But before I make the energized, I want to tell you a pro tip. Okay, pro tip. So I talk about how my morning cocktail is my trigger for my morning routine, and it is energy, it's focus, it's clarity, all of that. The other piece of my health practice that I'm very cognizant about is my brain health. And so I drink first thing every single morning. And first thing helps boost your brain health, and it helps boost your immunity. Now, what first thing doesn't have is a really amazing taste. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm just being honest with you, right? However, I don't care, because if this will boost my brain health, which there's stuff happening in the world that's affecting your health that you can't control and you don't even know, right? We live in a very different world. So much computer stuff, so much of that, and we just can't control it. I plan to live to be 150 years old. I don't know about you, and I want to do everything to keep my brain really healthy. I'm very cognizant of risks of cancer, very cognizant of risks of Alzheimer's, like all of that. I'm going to do everything I can to mitigate any of that so that I can live to be 150 and be super healthy. This is something that helps me do that. Okay, so first thing helps with your brain health, helps with your immunity. What it doesn't have is amazing taste. Okay, it just is. It's potent, and you drink it because you know what it's doing for you. And the taste isn't bad. It's just like, wow, good morning. Okay, so this morning I ordered this from Whole Foods today. I ordered this, and this is an awesome brand. They have amazing supplements. I ordered this, and it's just sort of a superfood immunity blend. Okay, superfood immunity blend. It's got Camu, which is also in my Shakeology. It's got orange, and it's got cherry. And Camu has a ton of vitamin C. Orange, of course, has a ton of vitamin C, but also it's a little bit sweet. And then it's got acerola cherry, which can fight illness. Okay, this is just all natural. I put a little bit of this in my first thing this morning. It was awesome. It really mitigated that almost peppery taste that first thing has, which again, I don't care about, because I'm going to live to be 100 and I want my brain to be healthy when I'm doing it. So I don't care that the taste isn't awesome. I'm not drinking first thing for the taste. I'm drinking first thing for the health benefits. However, if I can put a little something in it that does help the taste and boost my immunity even more, then I say that's a win-win. So now I'm making my morning cocktail, which again gives me energy, focus, and clarity. And I'm doing strawberry lemonade. I'm doing some collagen, and I'm going to add a little bit of vitamin C in it too, because I also know this is the time of year that more and more stuff is going around. I'm going to do everything to boost my immunity that I possibly can. And we're going to have some energy, we're going to have some focus, we're going to have some clarity, and we're going to go on about our day. This really is the trigger for my morning. This is the thing that says to me, your morning is beginning, right? Your morning is beginning. So, Doris, that's a great point. I have been struggling with being consistent with first thing. So, Doris, it sounds like you have first thing. You've been drinking it. You have this awesome supplement. And here's what I believe in terms of consistency for anything. Consistency for anything. Whether it's drinking a supplement in the morning, whether it's, a morning trigger for your morning routine, whether it's saving money, whether it's a health and fitness practice, establishing health and fitness habits, building a business, whatever it might be. I think consistency comes from tying that habit to the bigger picture. So I have no trouble, and I'm just using first thing as an example. I have no trouble with the taste of first thing, because when I drink it, all I think about is I'm going to live to be 150 years old, and I'm going to have a healthy brain. I'm going to do everything I can to prevent Alzheimer's, right? So it's tied to a bigger picture. So I really give two poops about the taste. And that is true for everything. Now, where I struggle a little bit sometimes is my savings, because my dad was of the mindset that you can't take it with you. So, wee with the money sometimes. And I've really worked on my money mindset in terms of seeing the long-term vision, making sure that we're having fun in the now, but also seeing the long-term vision, because it's consistency in savings, because it's tied to the long-term vision. Consistency in drinking first thing, because it's tied to I want to be healthy long-term. Consistency in drinking my morning cocktail every morning, because I want to be healthy long-term. I want to have energy, focus, and clarity. So I think no matter what the habit is, when you're tying it to the long-term vision, that's where the consistency comes in. We're not just consistent for consistency's sake. We're consistent because it's tied to the long game. It's tied to the long game. So this is my pro tip for you this morning. If you want to improve your brain health and your immunity, highly suggest this. If you aren't connected with someone and you want to get this in your life, message me, like DM me today. We'll get this in your life today. I think it's game changing, truly. I've been drinking it now regularly since it re-released, so like July. I drank it, I was part of the test group last year, and then it went away, and they reformulated it. They made the taste a little better, and then came back out, I think June or July, and I've been drinking it since then. And so has my husband. My husband drinks it every morning too, because we're in it for the long play. We want healthy brains. We don't want Alzheimer's. We want healthy brains. I'm not saying do not get it twisted, that's going to prevent it, but I'm saying I'm going to do everything I can in my control to live the healthiest, longest, best life possible. So go to Whole Foods. This brand has a ton of awesome superfood blends, a lot of them. They have chia seeds that you could put in shake. They have just all kinds of things. And I saw this yesterday when I was doing my Whole Foods order, and I'm like, you know what? We all need a little bit of extra immunity right now. And what if I stuck that in my first thing? And that's your pro tip this morning. Also, you need a cute little spoon for it too. Now, I don't take Last Thing, which is kind of the sleep supplement. I don't take that every single night. But when I do, it is a big difference. It's a big difference. The reason why I don't take Last Thing every single night, because sometimes I'm just not getting enough sleep. I like to, if I'm going to take Last Thing, I want to make sure I'm getting like 8 or more hours, which happens on the weekends. So it was like good sleep last night. Like you can tell, like I'm ready to go. My brain feels refreshed and ready and good. So let's take this first sip of my morning cocktail together. Okay, some announcements. I mean, it's literally the best. Do you want? You get to choose. You have to tell me in the comments, though. Okay, you have to tell me in the comments. This is a participatory Energize Live. Do you want the big announcement first, or do you want the kind of reminder announcement and then the big announcement? You tell me. I'm going to get someone to clean up my Energize mess. Then you tell me in the comments. Big announcement or reminder / announcement? Dee Dee says big. Gwen says big. Well, wow. Like you just want it right out of the gate. You're like, don't mess around. Don't mess around. Oh, some people say remind, go big. Robin says go big. Big. You're like, I don't have time for this. JB, I don't have time for this. So y'all are funny. Okay, it's now we're getting a lot of reminders. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Here, I'm just going to give them to you both at the same time. Here we go. Ready? Here's the big announcement, and then the reminder and the big announcement. Here we go. Ready? Are you ready? Are you really ready? Let me take another drink. It's not about the planner. I wish it was about the planner. Planner's coming. So, after a lot of thought, I've been thinking about this for the better part of a year. I've been digging into it. I've been thinking about it. I've been just really digging in, spending some time on it. I've been spending some time on what my goals are, been spending some time on where I want to go. And I have ginormous goals for my business and my life. Ginormous goals for my business and my life. I mean, if that's something that connects with you, then we should talk. But I have ginormous goals for my business and my life. And I've gotten more and more intentional about making sure that everything is aligned with those goals. And I've tried a lot of new, situations, a lot of new opportunities. And because if you don't know unless you try, right? Tried a lot of different things. And now I'm just really streamlined, and I'm very clear on where I'm going, what I'm doing. So to that point, are you ready? To that point, I think you're going to be surprised. To that point, we are pausing the Project 100 podcast for now. I said it. We're pausing the Project 100 podcast for now. Multitude of reasons. But we're pausing the Project 100 podcast for now. I am shifting that energy, shifting that time, and shifting what I did on that podcast into my inner circle subscriber community. So it's kind of like the podcast will still exist, but you'll have to be a part of the inner circle subscriber community to get it, because I'm still going to do, and I don't have a structure for this yet. I just know what my goals are. I know what my vision is, and I know that I can make it happen. We'll still do conversations over there. We'll still do, Energize Live interviews. There'll still be conversations with me. It's just a community that feels a little more intimate. I know exactly who I'm talking to. We can have really dialed in conversations. I mean, my subscribers so far, my inner circle community so far, if you're on here, like we have conversations and you get to ask questions and we get to do stuff that we don't do here on the general Instagram, right? So I'm like, why am I putting my energy in so many places? Because diffused focus equals diffused results. So the Project 100 podcast is pausing, and I'm shifting all that energy, all those ideas, all those thoughts over into my subscriber community, the inner circle. So that means if you want to be in on that and you want to get some of those conversations and you want to be part of that, you need to go over to the feed and hit subscribe, and you need to subscribe. I've got some big goals around that subscription community. They're just my people, we can have conversations, and I feel like if you're going to invest a little bit of money, like, you're not a rando, right? You're not someone's going to come on and go, why are you doing that? You're not going to make rando comments. You're not going to be snarky. You're not going to be judgy to the community or to me or to any of that. It's just going to be our people. So we also have a WhatsApp thread. So once you subscribe, we can put you into this WhatsApp community so that we can talk, not just on Instagram, because there's not a way to do that on Instagram. It just felt better to me to, again, get clear on my energy, get clear on my focus. And the Project 100 podcast is going to pause, and my energy is going to focus into my subscriber community. So I thought that would be kind of a big announcement, but maybe it's not. It was kind of a big thing for me. I was like, once I actually made the decision, I was like, wow, like that feels good. That feels really good. Feels really aligned. Feels like my energy is going where I want it to go. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think? Is anyone surprised? Is anyone like, really? Straight? Whatever? That's my big news. That's the big announcement. Now, to that point, I mean, my community of business partners, Sparta Nation, they get my time all the time. But my subscriber community is going to, and then we'll still do Energize Live here for the world, like once a week. And then the rest of the time I'll be with my business partners. I'll be with my subscriber community. So, it just kind of makes everything a little bit more clear. It was a big decision. It was a big decision to do a podcast, and then it was a big decision to pause the podcast. And notice I didn't say stop. It's just pause. I'm just going to pause it for right now. And I'm also working on this concept of a private podcast that would be just for my business partners. Kind of working on that too, just for Sparta Nation. So lots of things in my head. So I would encourage you, if you're not part of our subscriber community, to go over and do that. Okay, let's wrap this up and get our Sunday going. Your reminder is this Wednesday, my mindset coach, my business coach, Brad Bizjack, is doing a workshop. And here's what I know. I know that you have moments in your life, just like me, where you feel stuck, where you feel like you're spinning your wheels, where you feel like you're on a plateau. I know you have that just like me. And if we don't do something about it, if we don't take action to figure it out, we will still be in that same place next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now. We just will. You have that same feeling. I know that because I do. You feel stuck. You feel like you're doing the things, you're not getting any traction, and you're on a plateau. I have felt that, I feel that, and what I have learned is that if you won't take action around it, you will continue to feel that. And here's what's awesome, is if you do feel that way, you're already ahead of the people who don't even know they feel that way. Like if you feel like you're on a plateau, first of all, congratulate yourself. Because if you feel like you're on a plateau, you're recognizing that there's more inside you. So kudos to you. If you're like, I'm on a plateau, awesome. Because I know there's more in me. And if you don't even know that there's more in you, you don't even know that you're on a plateau. So it's actually a good thing that you recognize it. It's a great thing that you recognize it. But the key is you got to do something about it. And my mindset coach, Brad, can help you with that, just like he's helped me. You know, I've talked about it a million times. You have to have people in your life who will challenge you and ask you questions. The sole reason why we are here in Florida sooner than we ever thought we were was because he asked me one question and waited for me to come up with the answer. He did not let me off the hook. He said, so when are you going to make this happen? And no one had ever asked me that before. And suddenly I had to put pen to paper and put a date on it. And then we made it happen years before, because the date that I had set on moving to Florida was September 15th, 2023. Today's January 15th. Today's January 15th. Oh my gosh. Today's January 15th, 2023. We've been here since last March. If you don't have someone in your life that's asking you questions, that's challenging you, then you're doing a disservice to yourself. So I want you to go to my links. So you're going to go to my feed, my profile. I don't know what else. What do you call it? Your IG profile, my page. What do you call it? My IG page, my IG profile, whatever. You're going to go there and you're going to do two things. Number one, you're going to subscribe to the Inner Circle. You're going to do that first thing. And then number two, you're going to register for the free workshop, which is in my links. Now, listen, Cheryl, I love you. I love you, girl. I love you. I love humans. I do. And I believe so deeply in our potential. And the thing that I'm on a mission on is to help women ask better questions. And that's a valid question, but I'm also going to challenge you a little bit on it because it's 2023 and isn't everything recorded now? So, even if it wasn't, does it hurt you to register for it? No, it does not. I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm challenging you because we get in our head, oh, is it going to be recorded? I don't know if I can be there. I don't know. Just go register. And if it is recorded, you're going to get it. And if it's not, then it's not. But at least you registered, right? Okay. So you're going to do two things. You're going to do two things because you're smart human beings and you got up and on Sunday morning, you are on an Energized Live having a conversation. You're going to do two things. Number one, you're going to go subscribe on the Inner Circle because that's where we're going to have awesome conversations and you want to be part of that community. And number two, you're going to register for that free workshop on Wednesday. Yes, it'll be recorded because it's 2023 and almost everything's recorded. And you're going to have a tool in your life that can help you break through those plateaus. And here's the deal. If you don't do these things, if you don't take some action around your own life, then you don't get to complain about being on a plateau. You don't get to complain about not making progress. You don't get to complain about everybody else moving faster than you and why is life hard and why can't I seem to get to my goals. You don't get to complain about that. Now, if you want to sit in that complaining, okay, that sounds like a sucky life to me. But if you want to actually create your life on purpose, if you want to actually create opportunities to say yes to your family, then you're going to go get in our inner circle. You're going to go register for this workshop, and you're going to stay connected with me, because that's what I'm all about. I am here to help you create your life on purpose with purpose. I am here to help you create opportunities to say yes to your family, because I know that's what you want. How do I know that? Because that's what I wanted. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted, was to be able to say yes to my daughters. And I feel like if we are friends on here, that is what you want too. Okay, let's go get this Sunday started. I'm going to drink the rest of Synergize. I'm going to go answer some email. I'm going to go get myself on the treadmill and get this Sunday started. Y'all, good sleep last night. It's a game changer. First thing, it's a game changer. Go get yourself some of these too. Get yourself some of that. And if you don't have first thing and you want some, message me. And we'll get that in your life today too, because don't go another day without getting that. And if you want my morning cocktail and you don't have that in your life, message me. We'll get that. Like, we can get you connected with all the things. I don't know what your name is, Believe in You XO. I would love to know what your name is, but at the same time, I'm going to say you have a great day too. Let's go have a great day. Actually, let's rephrase that. Let's not go have a great day. Let's go make it a great day. Happy Sunday.